The final month of the year is upon us. It is December. And what better time to look ahead to what next year could bring us than right now, because it's the only time that we have to do it. Spoilers,
Nice.
I bet 2018 is still going to be real bad.
Yeah. 2017 has been hot garbage, and I don't have high hopes for 2018.
Nope.
This is not just in terms of like video games and anime and manga. This is just in general.
Yeah. Those other things, though,
Yeah.
they've been pretty all right.
Yeah, I mean, this year's been all right for media, but
Everything else.
our kind of media.
Yeah. Everything else, though, oh, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes me kind of want to like go join cars in space.
Yeah. He had the good idea. I mean, he did that back in the 30s, and he clearly knew.
I mean, smart.
True.
He didn't have to deal with all this nonsense.
He didn't. Hello, welcome to this fantastic episode of the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. I believe this is episode number 52 of this
It is.
fantastic podcast. I'm Jared, joined as always by the purveyor of the future, Anne Ladyem.
Hello, you make me sound like Miss Cleo or something.
That's a reference like people aren't going to get.
Yeah, no. People are definitely not going to get that. Sorry.
Only 90s kids remember Miss Cleo.
I'm old.
This is a podcast where we have conversations about anime, video games, and manga, and basically that's what we're all going to talk about today. All of those. Well, maybe less so manga, because it's harder to find like exact, hey, here's what's coming out next year in terms of manga. Or at least that I can find.
I can only think of one that I'm like, I will have this definitely next year.
So we're gonna take a look at 2018 in video games, 2018 in anime, and I know of a few things that are coming out like manga wise next year, but other than that, it's like good question. And also, we're gonna take a look at some stuff that we're gonna be like, hey, does this come out next year, or is it basically never gonna come out ever? Gonna be a fun jaunty time.
As we do.
Let's start with video games, because that's the first thing I have on this tab.
Well, it's the first thing that I have. Well, the only thing I have on my post-it notes. Although I can add one other thing on there that is not video games, because I'm a smart person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
That's me currently adding it.
I can hear you writing it down.
Remember to talk about it with my thick lead. All right. Anyway, video games.
I mean, this past year has been crazy in terms of video games. Like, one of the bigger and just filled with a lot of variety in terms of just previous years.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately, this has been one of my favorite years of video gaming in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there have been some real big disappointments, there's also been some really great games.
Yeah.
Look forward to our episode where we talk about our games of the year.
I think that's kind of one of the interesting things about this year in terms of game of the year, that like for a lot of
competition.
it is, but like, for most years you kind of have like a general idea of like, okay, consensus wise, this is probably going to be the game of the year for a lot of outlets.
Yeah.
And you kind of have an idea of like, okay, here's probably what like, top 5, top 10 games are going to be. This year, it's kind of a crapshoot, because like it could be literally anything, and all the lists are going to be so like varied. And I think that's really something that's cool, because you look at like 3 years ago. I mean, I remember 2014 being just a garbage year in terms of video game releases, and it was basically everyone kind of had the same lists and everything. And this year is just like, well, even compared from like me to you, like we're gonna have some similarities, but like our lists are not going to be the same at all.
Correct. Nope.
So I think that's going to be something that's real fun, even though a lot of debating around game of the year just becomes popularity contests, and that's never fun.
Nope.
Just remember, kids, game of the year lists are all subjective.
Yep.
They are not facts. Please keep that in mind.
And don't get mad at people for having opinions that are different from yours.
Yeah. Except mine, because mine is the best opinion, and you should never doubt it.
You literally just said that ours are going to differ,
I
so
know.
rude.
But next year as well, kind of, there's a lot of strong stuff that, even in the first 3 months looks pretty good. Like the first 3 months is like packed in ways that you usually don't get out of, the first couple of months in terms of video game releases, because for the most part, even like, I mean, going back to this year, it was kind of like this as well. But previous years, it would be like, okay, after November, there's quite a bit of a lull period. Like some stuff will come out in spring, but like not as much. And then there'll be another lull period for summer, and then things start picking up once like Madden comes out in August and all that sort of stuff. And that's when the things get rolling. Now it's just like things are just coming out all of the time. And it's even like bigger releases are coming out all of the time. So there's really like very little in terms of breaks nowadays.
Which I kind of prefer because then it has me like playing games throughout the year, and also I don't have to throw down like a bunch of money all at once.
Right.
It's kind of nice.
Well, let's dive into 2018 in terms of video games. I mean, right off the bat, on the 19th of January, the best day of the year.
Oh, come on. You dork.
A few days removed from the other best day of the year.
Thank you.
One of the games that I'm actually pretty excited about comes out, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, because if you remember last year, the first Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth was one of the 10 best games that I thought of 2016. Came out as like a huge surprise as well, because I was not expecting that game to be like remotely good or anything like that, and it just blew me away in terms of its gameplay and story and all that stuff. So I'm very much looking forward to the sequel and seeing, okay, how do they capitalize on the success of the first game in terms of like, okay, here's a new story, what kind of new gameplay mechanics are they going to work with, and it's going to be very interesting to see how that game plays out. Because it could either be very good like the previous one, or it could just fall off entirely and be bad.
Well, I hope for your sake that it's good.
Yeah. I guess also Ni no Kuni 2 comes out that day, which is... I know you are not a big fan of the first Ni no Kuni. I played through a good chunk of the first one and, was okay with a lot of it. Like, the gameplay, maybe not so much, but, like, the art style and all that stuff was really, really cool.
The art style was all that game had going for it. Everything else was hot garbage, and people gave it a pass because they're like, "Oh, look, it's a Ghibli RPG," and I'm like, "No, man, this is trash." So the second one is just no, not interested.
Yeah, I know you're not interested. I'll probably check it out at some point, most likely if what I see of it looks good, and if they've changed like the gameplay of it, so it's not like a grind. Because man, that first game was a grind.
I gave that game away. I didn't even like sell it. I just gave it away because of
get rid of it.
I'm like, and I had the special edition. It's like, nope.
Also, Kirby Battle Royale. So 100 Kirbys fall out of an airplane onto an island.
There aren't 100. There's like 30.
100 Kirbys fall out of an airplane onto an island, and they kill each other to find out who's the best.
They're each given a different type of weapon. Some are good and some are bad.
Yep. Is there anything else around here, at least in this first month, that you are interested in?
I didn't actually put dates on mine, so I have no idea. I'm just going off of what you think.
Okay. Well, I'll keep going. I mean, later in the month, the craziest looking fighting game that I've ever seen, Dragon Ball FighterZ, will come out. And I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Like, that honestly could be a lock-in for 2018's best looking game. Because that game looks so good. Like, holy And also, there's a Monster Hunter game coming out that same day.
Oh, wow.
Which I think there's a beta going. There's going to be a beta sometime this month for that game, so I'll probably check that out. Even though, like, I'm not that big of a Monster Hunter person.
Maybe this will convert you.
Maybe. I bought the 3DS game, but I never really played it. Like,
Yeah,
I played a little bit and then just, like, kind of went to other stuff.
I never got into it.
Yeah. And then also, like, in a couple of days after that, your favorite game of January, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT comes out.
Why would you hurt me like this?
That game's
This is
bad.
slander.
That game's bad. I played that beta. That game's bad.
Well, I mean, I just hate what they did to the actual characters that I liked of
Right.
Final
Right.
Fantasy. They made them just dumb.
Yeah.
And Squall has a butt cape.
And usually you're okay with butt capes.
I mean, I don't know. It depends because like if it obscures the butt, then maybe no. Because I do like to look at butts.
You do.
Hmm.
Let's move on to February, which starts off
No
hot
butts.
with the Shadow of the Colossus remake, re-release? Question
I
mark.
I think it's HDified, like more so HDified than like the.
Than the HD re-release they did for PS3.
Yeah, I think it's kind of remade ish.
It's like that. It's
I'm
that
excited about
borderline
it though.
there. Yeah, I am too.
Um, I played the first one. I really liked it. You haven't played it, right?
I played a demo of the first one, and I like that demo a lot, but I never got around to playing the actual game.
Yeah, because I was a huge fan of Eco.
Hmm.
Like huge fan of Eco when it first came out. And so Shadow of the Colossus came out. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm into this. And then they took out the third one, and I'm like, oh, ew.
Wasn't as fun.
No. I just keep talking about disappointments throughout this podcast. I'm really sorry.
but also
But I'm excited about this one.
yeah. But just think that like from the 19th to the 6th of February, that's 3 big games coming out. And like there's like even just like a spattering of other stuff in there. Like that's a lot of good games coming out in a short period of time to start the year off with.
Good.
And then it just keeps rolling. Cuz the train just never stops. A little bit later in the month, Dynasty Warriors 9, huh?
Actually,
I know you are excited.
we were
Ish.
just talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of hesitant on it, which is surprising for me because I love Musou games, but I'm not sold on the concept of 9.
Because it's open world.
It's open world, and that seems very, very bizarre to me. Like I want to see. I honestly, the reviews won't matter because they always give Musou games bad reviews, always. Like it's just a requirement. So I might actually like try and watch gameplay videos first.
Right. I mean, that's probably going to be your best bet.
Yeah. Because I know Musou games are not gonna get a very high score, so I can't be like, oh, I got a 4. Okay, well it's a bad game. No, those people just hate Musou games, and that's how it's always been. But I don't know. I love Dynasty Warriors so much, and open world is kind of like off-putting for me.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Especially because for those style of games, it doesn't seem like the right fit. But
Right. I mean, I just want like my historic battles where I can kill 2,000 dudes in a few
and
minutes.
be Lubu.
I don't even like Lubu. I don't want to be Lubu.
Be Cow
I want to
Cow.
fight Sao Sao.
Cow Cow.
Sao Sao.
And also just ridiculous opening cutscenes.
Yes. You know, now that I know that it's pronounced Sao, Sao P is actually way better for me than it used to be.
Lubu.
Not Lubu. I don't play as Lubu.
Also, coming out the same day as Dynasty Warriors 9, more goodness for Al. The Radiant Historia. Is that like a remake?
It's a remake,
Okay.
yeah. I am so ridiculously stoked for this because I love this game. It's pretty much like the sequel to Chrono Trigger that we never got.
You mean Chrono Cross?
I would say I know Chrono Cross exists. Radiant Historia does it better.
Okay.
The characters are amazing. The mechanics are beautiful. The story is fantastic. I'm really excited to see what they do with this remake. One thing that I'm a little put off by is that there's a princess and her name is Aruka, and in the original design she had like really short cropped hair, and in this version she has like long flowing blonde hair. And I'm like, why?
That's a weird change.
Why are we doing this? Like she looked fine before, but it looks beautiful. It's supposed to have like voice acting and nice cutscenes, and I am so hype. I am so dang hype for this game.
You are.
It's insane. I cannot even describe to you guys how much I love Radiant Historia. I had an ex-boyfriend, and I harassed him for a long, long time. Like, you gonna play Radiant Historia? You gonna do this? And then like it's been an ongoing joke for years that I'm like, hey, so Radiant Historia, you're gonna play it, right? And I mean, we broke up in like 2011, and this is still going.
So now we're just going to
And
continue anew.
right. So when this got announced, I texted him like, so hey, Radiant Historia, right? You're gonna play it. So lesson here is I will harass you guys to play Radiant Historia because it is such a fantastic RPG and nobody played it and it made me very, very sad. And I need more people to talk to about this game. Let's be real.
To even put this into further perspective, when I texted you about this idea for this podcast, you texted me back, Radiant Historia, podcast over.
Yep. Because I was like, oh man, I have to think about what games I'm excited about. Radiant Historia. That's it. I got it. We're done. That's all I need to say. Real hype.
It's true. I mean, 2 days later, the Secret of Mana re-release comes out as well.
Man, I'm also excited about this one.
Which did you? This just recently got announced, but like apparently it's getting a physical version at GameStop only.
Oh, are you serious?
I am serious.
That means I'm gonna have to go get it at GameStop. I hate my life. 2018, why are you betraying me this early?
That's true.
I'm really excited about it, though. It looks beautiful. And I enjoyed this game a lot when I was a kid. A lot. I played it way too much because Purim, I think is her name. The girl, the princess. She is amazing. And my tiny little baby Anne heart was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. There's this girl and she kicks butt. It's the same thing with like Marl from Chrono Trigger.
Right.
And it's like, these little spunky girls are gonna save the day. All for it.
I've barely played any of that game, so.
Well, I hope you play this one, but
Maybe not a release when it's $40. That's. I might just play the version I have, so.
I mean, that version's good if it's the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good version. So, I'll get this one because I'm stoked about it. But it's a little tragic that GameStop has the physical edition of it. A little tragic.
And then just a few days after that, the clear 2018 game of the year comes out, Metal Gear Survive.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like, it's Konami basically being like, okay, we have the Metal Gear license. What if we put it on something that's real bad? Like, just this bad online third-person shooting game with no story. And there's, like, zombies. You know, everything Metal Gear's about.
I am so confused.
Yeah, pretty much. That was everyone's reaction to this, and also being like, ugh.
So it's kind of like how people reacted to that one Metroid game where everybody's like, hey, this isn't Metroid, and freaked out.
The one that came out with, like, last year?
On 3DS?
Like the sports-looking game?
Was it sports? I don't remember.
There was one that was like a sports game that had the Metroid license with it.
Oh my lord.
And people were not happy about it. Also, I guess we should preface that we are recording this like early, so there are a few things that are going to be coming later in the week that will probably have some announcements perhaps for next year that we're not going to be able to talk about. Like the Game Awards is this Thursday, and then PSX is Saturday. So there'll probably be some announcements there that we just don't know yet. So stuff's going to happen by the time this episode comes out, and we're not going to talk about it because, hey, we don't know about it yet.
Forgive us.
One game that comes out at the end of February, though, that I'm real interested to see how it plays out is Far Cry 5. Because they basically tried to walk the line of like, oh, we're going to talk about, you know, here's this game set in middle America. It's like Montana or something like that. And the main bad guys are going to be like racist looking dudes. And then like initially that was like the pitch and everything. Ever since then though, they've basically started walking that back real like far.
Oh, I'm not okay with that.
And especially, you know, after this year when Wolfenstein 2 came out and basically took on that narrative head on, it's going to be real interesting to see how this plays out. And I'm not sure it's going to have the same like brevity that Wolfenstein 2 did.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Here's a Japanese release for you, but the re-release of Steins Gate Elite comes out, which I would probably say, hey, don't buy that version of that game because it doesn't look good. Essentially, it's weird because they're like, okay, we're re-releasing this visual novel, but we're taking all of the artwork out and replacing it with artwork from the anime.
What?
So all of like the stills and images that you would see in the game are all stills from the anime. And that's how they're trying to like to sell this as like it's a re-release, but we kind of like up-res it and stuff. But we just replaced everything with the anime screenshots. Like I saw some like gameplay of it, like gameplay of a visual novel per se, and it just no, it did not look good. Like that is not the way you'd want to play that game. And especially because the original is so dang cheap nowadays anyways, like why would you bother with this? Let's see here, what else? You're excited about The Crew 2, right? You love driving across all of the America.
Honestly, I don't even know what that is.
The Crew was essentially like this open world racing game where like Ubisoft kind of like mapped out the entirety of the United States, or at least attempted to.
I'm already
I know.
Losing interest.
I think like there's potential for this game to be kind of good, considering a lot of racing games last year or this year per se weren't that great. So this kind of has like the opportunity to come in and like sweep up that audience that was kind of like, we need a good racing game. And it seems like they're kind of trying to improve upon the first one in ways that the first one kind of failed on. So it could be interesting. But actually, one game that I'm pretty excited about in March is Yakuza 6.
You would be.
Yes. And I think as well, you know, this year Yakuza 0 came out, and it felt like that was the first time a lot of people started paying attention to the Yakuza series in ways they hadn't before, even though like those games have been coming out since the mid-2000s. And, you know, that did well. The remake of Yakuza 1, Yakuza Kiwami, did pretty well from what I've heard. So I'm assuming like that trend's going to continue, even though this is Yakuza 6 and it's a little bit further along in the story. Also, like for this game and then for Yakuza Kiwami 2, the remake of 2, they basically have a new engine and it looks phenomenal. Like a lot of like the characters look amazing, the environments look amazing, and there's a lot of like just cool things that are like, hey, we're actually working on, you know, PS4 now, so we can do a lot of like more things with this engine. So like there's collision with basically like, everything. So you can just like go around into like a bike rack and just knock over all these bikes. For example.
Because of course.
And then also for Yakuza 6, they licensed out like a few pro wrestlers from New Japan. And it was just like, here, you can hang out with these pro wrestlers and they're like in a gang. Because why not? I feel like you could basically say like some ridiculous statement and be like, oh, it's in a Yakuza game. And I'd be like, you know, that sounds real crazy, but if it's in those games, I bet it is. I bet that's true.
I mean, legitimately, yeah. It nothing surprises me.
Right.
And I don't even play these games.
Yeah.
And nothing surprises me. Like, it's just known for that.
Yeah. The Yakuza games are if Shenmue was actually good. It's true.
Get dunked on.
And I guess like I probably as well Yakuza Kiwami 2 will come out here some point, and I recently just played the demo that they put out on the Japanese PSN, and it looks real good. Like especially for a remake of a game from like 06 or 07 that was a PS2 game. Like
is that what the screenshots are that you've been sending me?
Those are from Yakuza 0.
Oh, okay.
So that's a different game. Kiwami 2 is going to be pretty interesting as well because, like, for a lot of the Yakuza, the more recent Yakuza games, they've been including, like, oh, you can go to a Club Sega and play some arcade games. And then in Kiwami 2, there's, like, you can play Virtual Fighter 2, Virtual Fighter 5, which is rad because that game's awesome, and also Virtual On, which is also rad and awesome. So hopefully, that, like, Hyoga skin is in this. I doubt it is, but that'd be cool. And then also they got, like, old pro wrestlers for Yakuza Kiwami 2, so, like, you can hang out with, like, Masahiro Chono and Keiji Buddha and, like, all these 90s era Japanese pro wrestlers, which is, like, the most ridiculous thing ever. And I'm like, okay, I'm all aboard that. And that's about it for, like, actual release dates that we have. But there is a bunch of, like, other unscheduled releases, which apparently just don't have, like, release dates, like Ace Combat 7. I'm kind of interested in Ace Combat 7 because the Ace Combat games are kind of ridiculous in terms of story.
I've never been interested in them, but I could see why people would be.
There's apparently, like, they have their own, like, narrative arc that is, like, named something real weird, just because, like, all of those games, like, are almost like Metal Gear-esque in terms of stories, which it sounds baffling, but it's true.
Wow.
The Blaze Blue cross tag battle will come out sometime next year. That's the one with, like, they have, like, here's Blaze Blue characters and, like, Persona 4 Arena characters and all that jazz.
Yep.
So that could be interesting. Bloodstain's apparently supposed to come out, the Igarashi Kickstarter game.
Yeah, I actually have that on my list as something that I would be interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that.
Because I love Castlevania, like the old Castlevania games. So, while there is a sense of hesitance because I've been burned on Kickstarter now.
Right.
I'm going to wait and see, but it sounds interesting. So I don't know, maybe.
Could be good, could be bad. I mean, that's kind of how the Kickstarter games have been, essentially.
Yeah, I've only had one that I'm like, wow, this is a great game.
Code Vein, that weird looking game that you saw at E3 was like, oh, this looks cool, and then I was like, oh, hey, by the way, it's like Dark Souls combat, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, it still looks interesting, but the combat idea kind of puts me off a bit.
Right.
So we'll see. I probably won't play it because that kind of combat system frustrates me to no end.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it looks neat.
Yeah. Crackdown 3 is supposed to come out sometime next year because it got pushed out of this year.
Oh, boy.
And then Microsoft was like, oh, God, we don't have anything to launch with the Xbox One X. Help.
Microsoft.
Detroit. Everyone's going to play Detroit. Everyone loves David Cage and him and all his fantastic storytelling.
Jared, you're going to make me throw up.
I'm going to make myself throw up.
Yeah. God. David Cage is the worst. Like, there are a few people in video gaming that I'm like, you are hot garbage and I absolutely despise you, and he's one of them.
Oh.
We're going to talk about another one later on, I'm sure.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy 15 for PC, right?
Oh, God.
God of War is supposed to come out apparently next year, which that's questionable, but
I understand why people like God of War, but I'm very, very put off by God of War because of all the, like, ridiculous sexualization that happens in it. It feels extremely like a hypermasculine fantasy game.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, ugh.
And I think, like, the only thing interesting about this new one is just, like, the direction they're taking, which, again, they could just completely just throw that out the window and make it bad.
What, that he's, like, middle-aged?
And a dad.
Oh, he was a dad before.
I hope this game is, like, you play as Kratos for, like, 10 minutes, and then, like, he just dies and you play as the kid for the rest of the game.
I mean, that would at least be interesting.
Right.
But
another game that I'm kind of interested in that's coming out for Switch, I think exclusively first, like the complete version of it, is Kentucky Route Zero, which is an adventure game that's basically been talked about for the last couple of years, and people have been really, really high on it. And it's just now finally finishing up all of its episodes, and I think the Switch is going to be the first version that has like the full entirety of it. So
Huh.
I think like A, putting that game on Switch is a good idea, and B, I'm just real interested to finally actually get a chance to play that game and see what everyone's kind of been talking about. And then there's Kingdom Hearts 3, which they say it's going to come out next year, but I could say my left arm's going to fall off next year. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3,
It's bad.
it bothers me. That was a really drawn out way of saying it, but it does.
Bothers me.
Because I've played Kingdom Hearts 1, I've played Kingdom Hearts 2, I've played Chain of Memories, I've played parts of Birth by Sleep, but I hated it. I played parts of 358 over 2. I forget what the numbers were. They got bad. They weren't great to begin with. I enjoyed them, but like I understood they were a little hokey.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're like, oh, we have to take ourselves seriously and have this like deep story and all these characters, and like everybody has a keyblade at this point.
Those games are just so far up their own asses that nowadays it's like,
I mean,
what
given
is the
who
plot
makes
of that?
them,
Okay, true.
yeah, he's also so far up his own ass that he doesn't even understand what's good and what's bad. And like, honestly, even the gameplay elements of Kingdom Hearts 3 look bad. They look like a downgrade from 2. And that's bad because that came out like
In 04?
I was in high school.
Right.
Like, ugh.
So yeah, like that's questionable in terms of like, hey, if that's going to come out next year or not, which we'll get into some other ones that we'll talk about.
Given their track record, I'm not banking on it.
Yeah. Mega Man 11, which just recently just got announced like an hour ago.
Yeah, we were just texting about it like before we did this.
That's a thing, I guess. It looks like Mighty Number 9, so.
Yeah, there were all
Good
kinds
luck,
of
Capcom.
jokes on Twitter. Yay.
What else? That Project Octopath game for Switch that they put the demo out of, which you didn't like.
Oh, that demo makes me so angry.
Well, here's something that won't make you angry.
I wanted to like it.
Psychonauts 2?
Psychonauts 2 is on my list. I'm so excited.
If that comes out.
Yeah, I was a backer on that one for whatever backer site that it's on.
Fig.
Yeah. But I like the first one, so I'm excited. I hope that the second one's good, and I hope that it actually comes out.
Right. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Also on my list.
Cowboys, digitized, mocapped horse balls, all the things you want from a Rockstar game.
Rockstar would.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's in that trailer.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying they
Yeah.
would. Like that sounds like the most Rockstar sentence in the entire universe. But I liked the first one. I had a lot of fun with it.
Same.
So I'm willing to give the second one a shot. I have discovered somewhat recently in life that like cowboys and westerns and things like that are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know.
Especially in terms of video games, because there's not a lot of Western video games.
No,
Like
no, there's not.
You could probably count on like a single hand of like the bigger ones. Like there was that first Red Dead Revolver that Capcom made. Gun, the Activision NeverSoft Western.
Oh, I don't know, Gun.
And then Red Dead and Red Dead 2. So there's not a lot. Just like there's a lot of like cool things you can do with that genre in video games.
There's a lot of potential. And especially after watching The Good, the Bad, and the Weird recently, I'm like, you know what? I feel like that was Korean, but I feel like Japan would be very, very capable of making some crazy westerns if they wanted to.
I feel like I can think of there is a couple of those that they've made, and they're weird.
Yeah, but like, duh.
Yeah. So yeah, like I'm interested in this. I feel like I'm a little like trepidatious because I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 5, the storytelling in that. So that's kind of iffy, and then just like them kind of like pushing this as like a prequel.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5, I spent most of my time just like wandering around.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. That was the good parts of that game. The story was bad.
It was, but I feel like I could. It was also pretty racist, but I feel like I could like mosey along in the West for a long time.
Let's mosey.
Let's mosey, which is never coming out.
Speaking of things that, yeah, this is totally going to come out next year. Shenmue 3.
Shenmue 3.
Totally not going to come out next year. Let's be real.
I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah, that's still there. I think they just recently came out and were like, we're not going to give any updates until we have something like prominent to tell you.
Yeah, it's not coming out next year.
The Spider-Man.
Excuse me?
The PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man game.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Trailer didn't look good to me.
We saw that we watched that trailer at E3 and it didn't look good, the gameplay wise. And then they put out another trailer for Paris Games Week and it was just like all story stuff. And I was like, that doesn't really do much for me. Like I'm a big Spider-Man dude.
Because Spider-Man's great,
sentence, yeah.
but it doesn't feel like Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, I think they confirmed at Paris Games Week that like Miles Morales is supposed to be in that game in some capacity, as like he's Peter Parker's new buddy.
Oh my god!
Which that just seems like, oh hey, wink wink, nudge nudge. Like, come on.
Somebody throw me off a balcony.
No. Oh, what else? What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, that No More Heroes like mini game or like indie kind of focus game is coming out next year on Switch.
Yeah, I actually have that one down.
That game just looks weird because like that teaser trailer had like Hotline Miami in it and stuff like that. So
No More Heroes is a good series though. Like I cannot stand the guy, but No More Heroes I did like.
I never played either of the original games, so
I played both and I really liked them.
Yeah.
So I will pick this up probably as like solidarity because I like the series.
And it seems like it's going to be like a cheap game, so
yeah.
That works. What about Untitled Fire Emblem game for Switch?
I love the new style of Fire Emblem games. I wasn't as much into the old ones, but after Awakening, I've been really, really into it. So I will definitely pick this up.
Right.
I hope that they don't do a 3 split again because that was
overkill.
It was overkill. By the time I got to the third one, I'm like,
I'm good, guys.
Done.
We're good. Untitled Yoshi game.
I am excited about that as well.
That game looks good.
It does. It looks fantastic. That art style, A+. Mm-hmm. I hope that we find out more about it soon.
I mean, there is that direct coming out next month, so.
Oh, right. There's the direct in January, so maybe we'll find out more about Yoshi. Yep. But yeah, I'll buy that. Also, I can't believe I just said yeah to a Yoshi game. Like, that's so inappropriate, but it looks so neat.
Valkyria Chronicles 4.
I'm glad that it's coming out.
We're just going to miss all the rich story from Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3, though.
Yeah, that's what I say. I haven't played the one since 1.
Well, they never came out here, so that's why.
Makes sense.
Vampire. So the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it's a vampire game from the developers of Life is Strange.
What?
So that's the only like thing that makes me interested in this. And like, how is this going to play out?
That is weird.
Yeah. But also, like, if you remember, like, the developers of Life is Strange also made, like, Remember Me.
Okay, yeah.
So, they do some weird stuff. That's kind of 2018 in video games. There's also some stuff on here that isn't on here, like the Persona Dancing games, which, hey, we're both very much interested in.
Yes. More so 3 than 5,
yes.
But, oh man, I'm so excited.
And then also like Shin Megami Tensei 5, which I don't know. I have no idea if that game's gonna come out next year or not. But if it does, yeah. If not, then sure, I'll wait for that.
Yeah. The only other things that I have that you missed,
Okay.
um, was the Ori sequel
Hmm.
on the Xbox. Apparently, Ori and the Will of the Wisp is supposed to come out next year,
I forgot about that.
and I will play that. I will definitely play that.
I never played that first game, but I always heard great things about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You should play it. So, the second one, totally locked in, gonna buy it.
Oh, they have it on this 2019 release
Oh,
list, so
it's a 2018 on my list.
it's good. Yeah. Was there anything else that I missed, or was that pretty much it?
Um, I mean, potentially Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that in just a tiny bit. So
It's not ever coming out.
yeah. Also, have you seen these recent leaks pertaining Devil May Cry 5?
What?
There's been a lot of like leaks going around of it, like, hey, Capcom's making Devil May Cry 5.
Huh. Um, I don't know that I trust them anymore.
The weird thing is like they're calling it Devil May Cry 5, but it's like
Yeah.
Devil May Cry V, like Metal Gear Solid 5 is.
Weird.
Yeah. So that could be something that if that's going to get announced, that'll probably get announced later this week, I would assume.
Yeah.
So sometime around the end of the week. Let's talk about some games that on this 2019 release that are just like we don't know if they're going to come out. Like Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah, that's
Not coming out 2019, if anything.
yeah, no.
Or
no,
if
no.
at all.
If at all.
Death Stranding. I could see Death Stranding being a 2019 release.
I could see it being 2019. I will not touch it with a 10-foot pole, but
I know
could
you
see it
wouldn't.
No. Again, on the list of guys in video gaming that I absolutely despise, you're one of them, sir.
I'm assuming something about that game's going to get talked about at like the Game Awards because Jeff Keighley was like, "Hey, Guillermo del Toro, Norman Reedus, and Hideo Kojima are going to be at the Game Awards presenting stuff, huh? What a coincidence!" So that game will probably come up at some point during that.
If I were watching it, that would be the point where I just turn it off.
Just like you mentioned earlier, the Final Fantasy VII remake, which, yeah, that thing is just a hot mess. Considering
They missed the 20th.
they missed the 20th, and then earlier this year they switched developers entirely on that thing.
It's never coming out.
Yeah.
And it never should have been announced. It never should have come out and to begin with. It's a mistake.
Yeah.
And I was texting you the other day. They're gonna take out a lot of what makes Final Fantasy VII good.
Oh, you know 100% they are.
And that makes me really, really sad because they think that Final Fantasy VII is like Broodville.
And it's not. Like,
It's not. Like, there's so many funny moments in it, and like a lot of the characters are goofy.
like Sephiroth hitting or throwing materia at Cloud for no reason.
Yeah. Or Let's Mosey.
Let's mosey. And then like you look at that game and then you look at Advent Children, it's like two completely different ideas of like what that game was.
Yeah. Again, people that I hate.
Mr. Edgelord himself.
Probably top of the list. Like,
yeah.
Nomura's. He's done so much to ruin series that I liked.
Yeah. Metroid Prime 4.
I don't think it'll be 2018, maybe 2019, maybe late 2019.
Yeah, I could see it being like a holiday 2019 thing. Considering when they announced the thing at E3, there was like...
It was just a logo?
It was a logo. Like, hey, we're making this thing. We have nothing else to show you.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like holiday 2019.
Yeah. This has the Resident Evil 2 remake, which they've kind of, I think, said like, hey, we're thinking or we're gonna make this or try to make this. So maybe that's in 2019.
I mean, I like Resident Evil 2 a lot, so I would play a remake of it, but
I've played a decent chunk of that game.
It's really good.
Yeah. It scared me when I was a young kid.
I bet it's a scary
because
game.
there's dogs coming out of the window. So I was like, oh gosh, they're dogs. They made a loud noise. I'm scared.
Um,
That's how I sound. I'm scared.
your introduction to Leon S. Kennedy.
Yep. What else is there? Spelunky 2. That could probably come out either next year or the year after. Last of Us Part 2. Ooh, that's a tough one actually.
I think it has potential to come out like
Late next year.
late next year, but
When did that first game come out? That first game came out like in the summer, didn't it?
oh, I don't remember. I didn't buy it then.
I feel like that first game came out like during E3, which is a
So fun
weird
fact,
time to put that game out.
I've never actually played The Last of Us.
Oh, huh.
Because I had the entirety of the story spoiled for me.
Oh, well,
So I was like, well, there's no point in going through it at this point. Like,
that's fair.
yeah, so I didn't play it. I own it, but I didn't play it because I was just grumpy and was like, well, pretty much anything that was like going to be heart-wrenching and important is already
Yeah.
spoiled. So
That game's a grumpy game anyway, so. And also, like, I don't know if I want another game of that. So we'll see.
yeah.
What else? 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 The Pokemon game they're making for Switch. Does that come out next year or in 2019?
Mm. I mean, that's another thing that we have like no information on.
It's true. Which means like
I'd
either
say early 2019.
that's they don't release Pokemon games early in the year though.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe it'll be holiday 2018.
Because like if this is the new thing they're focusing on, and it doesn't come out till 2019, what are they going to put out for next year? Because basically Pokemon has kind of been like a yearly cycle of things.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be next year. I don't know.
Maybe that'll be an interesting story to wait and see how it unfolds. But yeah, like that's pretty much a lot of like the stuff that at least like we would be interested in, or like that's big enough to warrant talking about. Because like a lot of those stuff is like untitled blank game. It's like, well, that doesn't tell me anything. So
That.
and like we said, like this list is kind of incomplete in regards to a lot of stuff. So there's probably some stuff that we completely missed, and whoops, shrug shoulders.
Nah. We clearly weren't interested in it. You know, we were interested. People playing Radiant Historia.
Yeah, I don't think you've talked about this at all.
I think I need to talk about it way more. Play Radiant Historia when it comes out, guys.
Well, let's move on and talk about 2018 and anime.
Alrighty.
Everyone's favorite form of media. So, like, obviously, anime isn't announced real far in advance unless it's something real big.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this is stuff like, stuff that's coming out like for winter season of 2018, and like maybe a scattering of things for spring. But other than that, not a lot of stuff that has been announced. So not a lot of stuff to talk about, I guess, is the key point of this.
Yeah.
But interesting things of note that I'm interested in, at least. My Hero Academia Season 3. I think it's supposed to be a spring season show. That show's real good. So
I haven't watched it yet.
more of it. One that I think is going to be interesting, actually, the Caligula Effect anime.
Ugh.
Which I would be interested in watching that just to see the story of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the gameplay of that game was bad.
It was awful.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get through it because it was so bad. So, like you said, I'd probably watch it for, like, find out what the heck that story was.
Because that would be the one thing I would be interested in, especially because considering who wrote the story of it. So
Right, exactly.
yeah. The Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card arc, which comes out in winter, which is the continuation of Cardcaptor Sakura after its 17-year-long break, essentially. Such a weird thing that like the two biggest magical girl shows from the 90s have just like had resurgences in the last couple of years.
Like, that's a bad thing.
It's not, it's not a bad thing. It's just so like weird. And especially this series as well, because it's like if you read the manga, it's like it's not that long of a gap between the original series and this, but somehow all of the characters have 2017 technology like smartphones and things like that they never would have had in like 1999.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like how Hey Arnold in the Jungle movie was like, "Hey, we have cell phones now,"
Yeah.
and Bob's beepers is going under, and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Like it's so weird. It's like it's one of the things where you have to really suspend your disbelief because like obviously that would not make any sense whatsoever. But they have to kind of include that because it's 2017. Why wouldn't they have it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what else is in here as I scroll through this list and try to find things that I want to talk about. Because I'm probably going to forget things as I scroll past them. Like, oh no! Oh yeah, the Professor Layton anime is coming out sometime next year.
As long as it's not like the Phoenix Wright anime.
You don't want that.
No, because I love Professor Layton. I mean, I love Phoenix Wright, but like that anime was hot garbage.
Yeah, it was real bad.
So, but I think Layton it has good potential. There have been a few movies and everything, so I could understand it.
True.
And the art style really lends itself to be anime very well.
There is no studio attached to that yet, so we'll wait and see essentially to see.
Well, we know which one they should potentially avoid.
Yeah. What about Batman Ninja? Huh?
I heard about this.
It's so weird because he's dressed as a samurai and they call it Batman Ninja.
That's racist.
Persona 5, the anime, is coming out.
Okay.
It's about the appropriate response. Like, I mean, I'll watch it, but yeah.
I'll watch it.
Maybe it'll be. I mean, it'll be shorter than the game, so maybe that'll help it.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still gonna like be gross about Anne. Which,
oh yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for continuing to send me comments on that Anne Takamaki piece that I wrote.
Really proving your point.
You're really, really proving your point, and also like, yes, I know what I'm talking about. I've played the dang game.
Have you seen that? There's a new Makoto figure out where basically she kind of has like she's like bent over her motorcycle and just like, oh, you can just see you can kind of pretty much see everything like in that Anne figure. Why are figure makers so bad at making figures? Oh wait, because they know their demographic and who's going to buy those.
Why are we doing this to like 17-year-old girls?
Japan's bad.
It's not just Japan. It's just like
people are bad.
I don't want to say men.
Men are bad.
Because it's not right. But like gross men are bad.
Men are bad.
Don't be a gross guy and like go buy your vagina figures.
Those are behind the curtain.
No, just don't buy them at all. Like don't support that because it's gross and these girls are underage and one of them even had issues with sexuality. Like I'm not even going to get into this, but it makes me so mad.
We've definitely had that argument. So hey, check out that Persona 5 episode if you want to hear more about that.
Yeah.
One show that I think comes out next season that I'm pretty much interested in is Pop Team Epic, which is like a comedy series. And you've probably seen like some like manga panels of it. It's like here's this tall girl and really tiny girl, but it's like vulgar humor. For like they're just like flipping people off right and left and doing things like that.
So they turned me into an anime?
Yes.
Nice.
Another thing I'm actually very interested in is the OVAs and conclusion of the real life anime.
Oh, I've been watching that and I like it.
It's very good, especially considering that anime it obviously doesn't cover the breadth of the manga. So I'm real curious to see how they actually wrap that up.
I'm into it.
And I guess like the manga's not done yet either, but I think it's the wheels are turning for it to start wrapping up. So
it's winding down.
Yeah.
All right.
What about Attack on Titan season 3? Huh? That's all I need to say about that.
Bleh.
Ho 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 ho. I thought there was something else. Oh yeah, the new Kyoto animation show, Violet Evergarden. I'll probably check that out. That's a winter season show. Mostly just because
All
it's a Kyoto Animation show, so that's the only reason I'm checking it out.
right. Yeah, I don't know what it is, so you'll have to tell me.
Yeah. That's pretty much it in terms of like stuff that's coming out next year in terms of anime. At least that's stuff like that has kind of been announced or looks like it's coming out next year. So there's that. In terms of like manga and stuff, like I don't really know much. Like I know like the re-releases of Sailor Moon are coming out.
Yep.
And like those look real cool because they're bigger versions and like they pack more stuff into them. So that if you haven't gotten into Sailor Moon and you're like wanting to buy those mangas, you should probably wait for these versions because they look real cool.
Yep. And also listen to our podcast about Sailor Moon.
Yes, do that.
Your Name Volume 3 is going to come out too.
Right, yes. That should be the conclusion of that.
It should be.
So that's something
That's the
to
thing
look
that I wrote at the beginning of the episode.
Good call on that one.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, I know something's coming out next year. I got this. Which I really, really enjoy that manga series so far. Like, I've loved the books, and the manga just kind of adds a few extra things here and there that I liked.
Yeah.
Like Taki's friends thinking like how cute he was.
There's a lot of expanded characterization that they didn't necessarily
Have time
for in the movie and all that sort of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, so check out 1 and 2, and Volume 3 will come out next year.
Yep. Good things to check out.
I think the Twilight Princess Volume 3 should come out next year as well.
Oh, neato.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's the case.
Something else to look forward to.
Yes. Actually, the Twilight Princess manga is super good. I know people like not as bad as Skyward Sword, but people like to crap on Twilight Princess a lot. But the manga is like extremely violent, which is interesting, but also just does a lot of in Link's head that you don't usually get, and it's fascinating how they write him in Twilight Princess. So
the owl seal of approval.
No, seriously, it's fantastic. I was sending my brother screenshots the entire time I was reading through it. I'm like, look at this. This is amazing.
I like how he has like reiterate like that. No, it's really good, guys. Come on.
It is. People didn't like Twilight Princess and they didn't like Skyward Sword, and I'm like the ultimate defender.
It's true.
I will fight people for them.
Oh, buddy.
That's all I got.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, I helped on the manga section.
Because I certainly didn't.
You had Sailor Moon.
That was about it.
Well, teamwork.
High five. There we go. So yeah, that is our brief, and by brief I mean hour-long preview of 2018. Brief.
Brief. That's brief for us.
Yeah. Some things to look forward to next year and,
Beyond,
I guess, yeah. Things to be excited about, hopefully, potentially.
Like Radiant Historia.
Coming soon to a 3DS near you.
And everybody should buy it so that there will be more games like that. Anyway.
People are going to think you're, bought out by Atlas now.
No. They should just... I want people to tweet at me if they played this game, because I need people to talk to me about Radiant Historia, because it's so fantastic. Also, Atlas could buy me. That's fine. I don't even care. Sure. But they haven't. I'm still poor and pay for all their games.
Well...
That's it, all right?
That's it. That's going to do it for this episode. So now you know everything that's coming out in 2018. Everything. Every single thing.
Nothing else is ever going to be announced.
Nope, nothing at all. It's going to be a light year. So yeah.
It'll be interesting to listen to this in a year to see how things progress.
Yeah, we were like, that was wrong. That was real dumb. That was real bad.
So I'll look forward to doing that in December of 2018 if we are all still alive by then.
That's true. Well, yeah. If you want more from us, BT dubs, go to seasonanimecheckup.com or sac.cool for past episodes of this varied podcast and other podcasts as well, like the seasonal anime checkup proper one, and also Jared and I watch Sailor Moon Crystal, which, hey, we just got to the season 1 finale. So you can go listen to that and hear what our thoughts about the first season of Sailor Moon Crystal, especially Al's, because that was her first experience with the series as a whole.
It was. It's heckin' cool.
You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. For more from Anne Ladyem, go to anneladyem.com, where you can find all her cool columns and reviews that she has. You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/anime checkup, where we tweet stuff sometimes.
It's fun.
It's fun, sure.
Question mark?
Question mark. You can also
You can talk to us there.
Yes, you can talk to us there. Way. You can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA, where you can support this very podcast and get cool bonus sayings if you're a patron. Like, hey, you can listen to this podcast and hear all the cursing in it. All the foul language, the foulest of language.
And also, like, weird things that we do that people are probably learning our quirks very, very quickly. You get perks, my guys. You get perks.
All the perks, and they're all listed on the Patreon page as well. If you wanna look there and be like, which of these perks do I want? And then next week, probably gonna talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Probably.
I should probably have that done by then, but like this week is very busy. But like next week, I'll have a lot more time to dive into that. So hopefully,
I am currently at 41 hours played in it. So there's that, which doesn't quite compare to my 140 in the original Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. Yeah, the first playthrough I ever did on Xenoblade Chronicles, I played 140 hours.
Oh, buddy.
I think Breath of the Wild is up there with that.
Yeah,
on my playtime.
Probably.
I think I remember telling you the other day that it was at 145.
So much
I have
time.
a problem,
so
you guys.
much time.
This is my life.
So yeah, look forward to that next week, where we talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and dive into that game. And then...
Dive. You get it? Scavenger. Ha! Dive.
Yeah.
It's rude. It was a funny joke. He dives into the cloud sea to get things.
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Only that.
Gosh.
So yeah, look forward to that, and we'll talk a lot about that game for 40 hours worth. It'll be a 40-hour podcast.
I mean, you probably don't want to end up matching our podcast length with whatever I end up with. Let's be real.